Hey guys, welcome back. Shock Games here for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. And man, has it been a minute. Things that have changed in my life, I believe I haven't shown YouTube. I'm married, which is really cool. I got married in July. It was best day of my life. So besides that though, not a whole lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff going on in my life, but I did get second place today in locals over at the Tinley TGS. Yeah, it was a blast, and I lost to my buddy P.U.N.K Patrick. Make sure you go check him out. I will be going and uploading a profile of his deck. He played it was like a Shizu Tearlament Sprite. It was nuts. Easily the best deck I think of all time. Other matchups I had, he got first. Other matchups I had today were Dark World Danger, which was a really good deck. Yeah, that's insane. The Punk Mirror, and then I also played a Trickstar, Trickstar deck. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I love to show you my deck, my interpretation of Punk. I will also be opening these packs in a different video, so please stay tuned for that. That will be coming here in a little bit. But yeah, I played pure Punk. It went pretty good. Again, I went X1. I got second place. And yeah, it was a blast. So let's get into the main deck first, and then we will kind of talk about the rest of the deck here. So not on Virtual World, not on Sharks at the moment. I really like Punk because of the one-card engines. Speaking of the one-card engine, you're playing the 3 Xeomin, the 3 Ogre Dance, and your 3 Foxy Tune. These are the 3 cards that get you to full combo that are main deck Punk monsters. They're absolutely nuts, guys. I really, really like this one-card engine. It just gets you so much advantage, and it puts a lot of pressure on your opponent. Hand advantage is a thing. We play a lot of hand traps, which are really valuable in the hand. And overall, I wouldn't change any of these ratios. Things to consider, this card's a level 8, so if you want to bring it back, that's cool, but just make sure you realize it's a level, it's a light, not a level 8 light monster. And the problem with that is it can get Bestialed. Same thing with Ogre Dance. So ideally, you don't want to be bringing these cards back, which is why Punk is good, is because it's not affected by a lot of the main deck cards that Tearlament loses to. So yeah, watch out for that. So those 3 cards are pretty good. Then we are playing 3 Deer Note, and man, the theory on this card was you need to play 3. Absolutely need to play 3, but in practice, holy crap, 3 is so bad. You really want 3 for the follow-up. If you draw 1, you want to have 2 in deck to be able to play the game, but you really don't want to draw this card. It's just one of the worst cards you can possibly draw. Yeah, so just play 2. Just play 2. I'm only playing 2 from now on. I really didn't like it. And then the rest of the searchable Punk cards. So the 2 Shirakuzai, this card is absolutely disgusting. The 1 Wagong, and finally the 1 Madam Spider to round out your level 3 tuners. They're really good. They all do good things. Shirakuzai is a 2-card combo. So if you draw this plus any Punk monster, it's combo. These cards to draw are not the best, but they don't really hurt you that much. This is the worst one to draw, I guess, because if you draw it, then you have to summon it from hand with the fusion monster. Besides that, they're all really good. So, yep. You got to play all of those. Those are pretty nice. And then on the spells, we are playing 3 Emergency Teleport. Emergency Teleport's absolutely insane. You definitely want to play that card. So, yeah, it's just the best card. And the reason why I'm playing 40, honestly, is because of Emergency Teleport, because you want to be able to get into that card as much as possible. The 2 one-of cards, these are both really good. I would recommend playing 2 of this card since Shizu Tearlament's in the format, or as long as any of those Shizu cards exist that make me mill cards, I think you need to play 2 of this, because yeah, you need to have this card in your deck. It's probably the best card. It's probably like the card in your deck that like gets you the most stuff. Gabu's really nice because it's impermanence, so you just play it for that. And finally, we're getting on to our non-Punk cards. I played 3 Gizmek Orochi today. It was pretty good. It's really bad against tier limit, but it's really good against pretty much every other deck. It can chain itself. It kind of annoys people, like what it can do. It's always a constant threat. You really don't care a lot about your main deck after you kind of do your plays, so it's nice. I think I'm going to cut it just because it's just not good in this format. And I was playing a lot of rank 8s in the deck, but I kind of realized I didn't want to play him anymore. We'll kind of get to that. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read, but suffice it to say, you know, we'll kind of get there when we get there. Finally, and this is where we're going to kind of fly through the deck profile, but we are playing 16 hand traps. So the one Ghost Ogre, because you can search it, it's really, really good, but it's bad to play in multiples because it's not good in the format, but it's nice to search. 3 of each of the graveyard ones. Would you play Bystials if you had access to them in this deck? You can. I think that the cards I'm playing are a little bit more versatile, but Bystials are a little bit more powerful. I know that sometimes people play this deck with Bystials and they make level 9 synchros. Those level 9 synchros win you the game. I would say no, but they are good. So, like, since I'm kind of playing this more on a budget, I think I can get away with it. It's still really strong. These cards still have a lot of interactions with like a lot of decks, so I don't think it's going to break the bank. Literally in any capacity of that statement, breaking the bank. Speaking of breaking the bank, I guess Impermanence is the most expensive main deck card. I know that Foxy Tune I think went back up in price, but I grabbed them when they were pretty cheap. But Impermanence and Valor are pretty standard. No Ash. I might actually cut the Gizmek and put in 3 Ash, to be honest with you, unless I can find another small 1-card engine that I like, but it's not looking very likely. Let's go on to the side. So the side is 3 Gamma and a Driver. This was pretty good today. Gamma's a really high impact hand trap, and honestly, you could make the argument, why don't you just play this in the main deck? I could. I totally could. I might put, so what's that one card called? Omega. I might put Omega back in the deck with this. Yeah, this is a really high impact hand trap, and I like it for going second. So just decided to play it. 3 triple Tactics Talent. Didn't see it, didn't side it, I don't think, but it's, oh no, I did side it going first one time. Didn't get to see it, but the idea is it just gets you more cards or looks at your opponent's hand, something like that. Dark Ruler No More. It's really, 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 really good against Flunder. And I was playing Droll as well, but I put in Gamma instead. A possibility for this deck going forward could be to put in the Gammas in the main deck, and then take out, and then put in Droll in the side. Take out your Gizmek or Rochis and maybe one other random card. Playing 3 Cosmic Cyclones. Really, it's been really strong. It's also really good in combination with Psychic End Punisher. 1 Heartbeat's Feather Duster. And the 1 Nashuari, surprising, I think that's how you say it. This card's just a nice searchable card to help you out, Floodgates. Yeah, and it's something you can just draw. This card was like better when Mystic Mine was around, but it's still fine. It just depends on the format, but it's all right. So that's it for the side deck. It performed really well for me. And onto the extra. This is pretty simple. Just 1 of the fusion. Just remember, if you're using its effect to synchro with it, you do have to declare that effect to target a card to be able to attack twice. And this card is like your main engine to tribute to summon all your good cards. This card lets you tutor out your level 3 tuner monsters, which is really good. And overall is strong. There's like a bunch of different level 3 monsters you can search, but I don't think I'm going to be playing those in the future. Maybe Psychic Wielder or Tracker eventually, but we'll see. Draco Berserker, the 10E is really good against tier limit because you can just banish their graveyard cards. It actually negates them. 2 of the P.U.N.K Amazing Dragon, and then 1 of the Psychic End Punisher. These are your standard level 7s. And this is actually all I played for synchros. Very small lineup, but very, very good and compact and strong. I liked it a lot. Moving on to the XYZs. 1 Break Sword. It's a very strong card, as well as the 1 Gossip Shadow. Didn't summon Gossip Shadow or Break Sword today, but are both very, very high quality and good cards. Not much more needs to be said about them. We also play the 1 Downward Magician, the German Downward Magician. Yeah, they're both strong. Not much more to say. Yeah, I think that access to Zeus in this list is a must. And it didn't come up, but I do think that you should play them. I made a lot of rank 8s today. So the one Dark Knight number 23, and then each of these. So this was the rank 8 package, and this is the rest of the extra deck. Lancelot, I did not read fully, and it's really easy to miss it. But it didn't come up in tournament, so I didn't cheat on. I didn't actually cheat at all, and it would have been on accident anyways, so it's not intentional. But the card reads: once per turn during either player's turn, when a spell or trap card or another monster effect is activated, you have to mandatory detach one material from this card and negate the activation. So what I'm trying to say is that this is a mandatory effect that your opponent just has to bait it with an initial card effect, and then you don't get to use it. The whole premise of this card was I thought this was just like a straight up Omni Negate, and it is, but it's an Omni Negate that you don't get to choose a timing, which is not as good. So I'm not going to be playing this in the future. This was the main card to play, plus the trap monster and the trap. And the interaction was if you use Gabu, targeting one of your opponent's monsters, then the trap monster's effect will activate to decrease one of your opponent's monster's attack. So yeah, but that's just not the case with this card. So, you know, you kind of live and learn there. And you know, Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read cards, so that's, it is what it is. This engine was really good though. This card, can summon either this one or this one, and then, you attach the other one as material. This card's really good because it negates spell cards, and this card's really good. And, you know, it's just kind of fun that I actually played it, but you can make this card. So like you make this, and then you make this, and then during damage step, you can attack your opponent and detach, I believe. And then this card attack gets boosted. I believe it's the ranks on the field. So this is 8 and this is 8. And then times that by 200. So this card gains, I believe, 3,200 attack. So it should be at 7,200. So it's huge. And also skill drain is a thing. So you can make this card under skill drain and you got 4,000 beater. But the fact that this card can be 7,000 just by making this card is kind of crazy. Because normally it wouldn't get that big. Normally it would just be 4,800. Or no. Yeah, it would be 4,800. No, 200 times 8. So I'm like doing math here. So it'd be 16, so it'd be 56. But if you had to give it another 16, so it'd be 72. So that's huge. Yeah, overall, profile was pretty good. I mean, deck was pretty good. I would cut this in the future. I think I would keep this package. I think I liked this. So I think I would keep this, but I wouldn't go into it a crazy amount. Going first, I think from now on, I would definitely cut this card. Maybe put an aside frame Omega for it. Going first, I think you make this and this. I think this would be your best play, plus the trap card, because this can negate a graveyard effect, even though you're letting your opponent draw one, and then you have a trap card to negate. The other option, I guess, and there's like a bunch of different things you could do. Like you could technically set this card up, right, with your Shirakuzai. But there's options out there. The thing is like Punk's a pretty good deck with a lot of versatile options. There's options out there, and I can't wait to explore more of them. And I've had a blast playing this deck. So if you guys enjoyed the content, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. It's been a while, but hopefully you guys are out there enjoying my stuff. I'm going to be bringing out some more profiles here hopefully soon, maybe Dark World Danger, as well as opening these packs here in a little bit. So thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.